morning, everyone. This is Sachin Singh, and this is the first lecture of video lecture series of heat transfer. In the previous lectures, you have seen certain PDFs, the basics, कुछ basics आपने देखे हैं heat transfer के. So in this series, I'm going to start the uh, video lectures, so that you can better understand what is going on and what is actually heat transfer subject is. From now onwards, we will try to maintain the continuity in posting the lectures for your coursework. So today we are going to start the basic definitions of heat transfer. Actual में heat transfer होता क्या है? So let us consider a beaker. एक beaker अगर हम ले लेते हैं, आप सभी ने beaker अपने घर में देखा होगा. Let us consider a beaker and उसके अंदर पानी अगर भर देते हैं हम, तो it is filled with water. And now some uh, some flame is there, some heating source we are providing, some flame is coming, some heating source is we are providing. This is a heating source, and this is a beaker. Anything you can call it, a container. एक कंटेनर आपने ले लिया और इसके अंदर ये जो है वाटर फिल्ड है. तो जो हीट है, द हीट from the flame enter into the will enter into the utensil. जो utensil है आपका, जो बर्तन है, उसके अंदर एंटर करेगी. एंड देन फ्रॉम उस यूटेंसिल से हीट जो है वाटर में एंटर करेगी. इफ वी सी दी प्रोसेस, तो क्या होता है, पहले जो हीट है पहले इस यूटेंसिल में एंटर करेगी. यूटेंसिल में जो हीट का ट्रांसफर होगा, दैट इज कंडक्शन. और फिर जो हीट जो है यूटेंसिल से बीकर के अंदर रखे वाटर के अंदर कंडक्ट करेगी, सॉरी कन्वेक्ट करेगी. तो इस तरह के हीट ट्रांसफर कन्वेक्शन कहते हैं. तो जो हीट का जो मूवमेंट होता है एक जगह से दूसरी जगह, उस तरह के मूवमेंट को हम हीट ट्रांसफर कहते हैं. और हीट ट्रांसफर का इम्पोर्टेंस बहुत ज्यादा है. if we consider the areas that are being studied in mechanical engineering में बहुत सारे devices, बहुत सारी machines हम पढ़ते हैं. उन सभी में हमें heat transfer पढ़ना बहुत जरूरी है. बिकॉज इट इज वेरी देयर आर सर्टेन डिवाइसेस जिनमें की हीट का रिमूवल जरूरी है. देयर आर सर्टेन डिवाइसेस इन विच वी हैव टू स्टॉप द मूवमेंट ऑफ हीट. सो वी नीड टू स्टडी दैट हाउ मच हीट इज बीइंग ट्रांसफर्ड एंड व्हाट रेट इट इज ट्रांसफर्ड. सो जो हीट ट्रांसफर सब्जेक्ट है, हम इसमें एक्चुअली हीट ट्रांसफर के रेट को पढ़ते हैं डिफरेंट डिफरेंट डिवाइसेस, डिफरेंट कंडीशंस में. Heat transfer rate. The word heat you have already studied previously in a subject called thermodynamics. Thermodynamics में भी आपने heat को पढ़ा है. In that subject you used to study what is heat and how much amount of heat is being transferred from one system to another system, from one system 1 to system 2, or from system to surrounding. But now in the heat case of heat transfer subject, you will be studying at what rate the heat transfer is taking place. So this is the basic difference between the heat transfer and the thermodynamics. So starting with the heat transfer, you are already concerned with the heat. There is a basic difference between the heat and thermal energy. If I say heat and then if I say thermal energy, there is a difference between heat and thermal energy. If I talk about the difference, the first and the foremost difference is thermal energy is energy due to randomization. मॉलिक्यूल्स के रेंडमाइजेशन की वजह से जो एनर्जी होती है, दैट इज थर्मल एनर्जी. बट व्हेन दिस थर्मल एनर्जी इज इन ट्रांसफर, this thermal energy is in transfer, in that case it will be considered as heat. So the term heat is of prime importance when we talk about the transfer of heat. For example, I am having a container and it is filled with some gas. It is having some temp, इसका कुछ टेम्परेचर है, लेट्स से इसका टेम्परेचर है 100 डिग्री सेल्सियस. लेट्स से इसका टेम्परेचर है 100 डिग्री सेल्सियस. So what you will say? You will say some energy is there and the gas is not moving. We are not changing the system. System में कोई हम changes create नहीं कर रहे हैं. ना ही कोई interaction हो रहा सराउंडिंग के साथ. Let's say it is insulated. तो आप क्या कहोगे कि the energy which is in the gas, but the molecules are in the random motion since they are having certain amount of energy. This energy जिसकी वजह से हाई टेम्परेचर हमें शो हो रहा है, this energy is thermal energy. This energy. अभी अगर मैं कहूं कि इसमें से मैंने कुछ थर्मल एनर्जी को ट्रांसफर करना चाहता हूं सिस्टम से सराउंडिंग में, इन दैट केस दिस विल बी sorry, this will be heat. This thermal energy will be heat. Okay, let me draw it. So this is the basic difference between the heat and thermal energy. Moving on to the next topic. So till now we have understood what is heat and what is thermal energy. What is heat transfer? We are also seeing what is heat transfer. The movement of heat from one place to another place is heat transfer. Now let us talk about the different modes through which the heat transfer takes place. Modes of heat transfer. This is very important to understand. Basically, there are three modes of heat transfer. तीन तरह के modes heat transfer के modes होते हैं जिनसे कि heat का transfer हो सकता है. First one is conduction. You all must have read about this word conduction. Heat is getting conducted. Heat conduct हो गई. कोई मेटल का सरफेस रखा हुआ है, आपने उसको आग पे रख दिया, उसमें आग में से हीट मेटल के सरफेस में कंडक्ट हो गई. लेट्स से एक एंड ऑफ दी किसी मेटल रॉड का एक एंड किसी हीट को एक्सपोज कर दिया आपने, तो हीट दूसरा एंड भी उसका गर्म हो जाता है, तो हम कहते हैं हीट एक एंड से दूसरे एंड में कंडक्ट हो गई. तो दिस इज कंडक्शन. अनदर मोड ऑफ हीट ट्रांसफर इज convection, and third mode is radiation. We need to study all three modes of heat transfer, और इस पूरे सब्जेक्ट में हम इन तीन मोड्स ऑफ हीट ट्रांसफर और ये हीट ट्रांसफर कहाँ कहाँ होते हैं, कैसे कैसे होते हैं, इनके क्या इफेक्ट्स होते हैं, क्या चेंजेस होते हैं इस सिस्टम पे, सराउंडिंग पे क्या चेंजेस क्रिएट करते हैं, हम इसको पढ़ेंगे. ओके, सो एग्जांपल के तौर पे हम स्टार्ट करते हैं एक रॉड से. यू ऑल नो अबाउट अ रॉड. एक सिलिंड्रिकल रॉड मैं ले लेता हूँ. लेट्स से दिस इज अ सिलिंड्रिकल रॉड और इसका ये अनदर एंड है. दिस इज अ सिलिंड्रिकल रॉड. नाउ आई से दैट यहाँ पे एक हीटिंग सोर्स है. इट मे बी अ कैंडल, इट मे बी अ टॉर्च, एनीथिंग इट मे बी. दिस इज अ हीटिंग सोर्स. व्हाट इज इट? Heat source. Now any one of us can easily understand from our understanding of day to day from our day to day understanding, we can easily understand कि जो हीट है, ये जो रॉड का लेफ्ट एंड है, इट विल गेट हीट. इसका टेम्परेचर बढ़ जाएगा. दिस एंड विल गेट हीटेड, will get heated. And we know from our basic understanding that ये जो रॉड का एंड है वो धीमे धीमे जो हीट आगे ट्रांसफर होती जाएगी और धीमे धीमे थोड़ी देर बाद आफ्टर सम टाइम द होल रॉड will get heated and the heat will travel to this next end. This transfer of heat in solids, ये सॉलिड के अंदर हो रहा है, रॉड एक सॉलिड है, in solids is conduction. Actually this is a mode of heat transfer जिसे कि हम कंडक्शन कहते हैं. ये कंडक्शन हीट ट्रांसफर है. दोबारा से देखते हैं. And let us see it again. This, we have a rod. One end of the rod is subjected to certain kind of heat. The heat is getting conducted from one end of the rod to the next end. How it is happening, that is what we have to study. Let me again draw this rod. So this is the rod. This is what we are. So this is the cylinder we have. Let us say there is some heating source. Some heating source is there and it is being heated at one end. Since it is a metal conductor, ये एक metal rod है. This is a metal rod. In the metal there are certain free electrons available. So these free electrons will start vibrating when they uh, get heat from the heat source, and these vibrations are transferred from one electron to another electron, to from second electron to third, and third to fourth, and the fourth to fifth. This is how the vibrational energy of electrons or the free electrons will keep on transmitting from one place to another place, and this is how the heat transfer will take place because of free electrons. So one cause of free heat transfer, for the heat transfer to take place, is free electrons. Second is the metals. All the metals have certain lattice arrangement in there, and these molecular lattice starts vibrating when they receive heat, and because of the vibration of one molecular lattice, another molecular lattice in the surrounding of that molecular lattice will also start vibrating. Let's say there is one molecular lattice, there is a second, third, and continuously. If the vibration of one lattice starts, then this vibration is transferred to the another lattice, and then to another, and then to another. This is how the molecular vibration, and this kind of transfer of the vibration of the molecular lattice is called molecular vibrational energy transfer. Because of this transfer, also the thermal energy, that is heat, is transferred from one place to another place. Therefore, cause of heat transfer to take place in conduction is molecular lattice vibrational energy transfer. Molecular lattice vibrational energy transfer. Now, out of the total energy transfer in conduction, 70% of the heat transfer in conduction takes place because of free electrons, while the 30% of heat transfer takes place because of molecular lattice vibrational energy transfer. So now we have understood what is thermal conduction and how the thermal conduction takes place. Let us now see certain known thermal conductors and their conductivity. First is silver. Thermal conductivity of silver is 405 watt per meter Kelvin. This is the best known metal conductor. This is best known metal thermal conductor. Second one is copper. Thermal conductivity is 385 watt per meter Kelvin. Third one is gold. Thermal conductivity is 319 watt per meter Kelvin. And fourth one is aluminium. Thermal conductivity इसकी होगी 200 watt per meter Kelvin. Aluminium is most prominently used thermal conductor, metal conductor that is used in engineering applications because of its weight, because of its availability, its cost, and its thermal conductivity, its application. It is the most prominently used thermal conductor. In engineering applications. And engineering applications. Now, till now we have understood what is conduction. Till now we have understood what is conduction. So we can define conduction as a mode of heat transfer. Conduction as a mode of, I have already written this definition. The conduction as a mode of heat transfer which generally occurs in solids due to temperature difference by molecular vibrational energy transfer. This is one cause, and also by free electrons. This is another cause. All the free electrons are also good. All the thermally electrically good conductors are also good heat conductors. जितने भी अच्छे heat conductors होते हैं, they are also good thermal conductors. This is because the availability of free electrons in such substances, such materials. Talk. There are certain non-metals also that are having very high thermal conductivity. The example is diamond. Diamond is having the high thermal conductivity is because of the second cause of thermal conduction, that is molecular lattice vibrational energy transfer. Because of the very high uh, very high rate of very high rate of heat transfer because of perfect lattice arrangement in diamond. Perfect molecular lattice arrangement is there in the diamond, and because of this, molecular lattice vibrational energy transfer is very high, very fast in diamond. Therefore, diamonds are having very high thermal conductivity. That is 2100 watt per meter Kelvin, and this is because of molecular lattice, perfect lattice arrangement. Perfect lattice arrangement. Till now, we have understood what is conduction. There is one more point regarding the thermal conductivity. First thing is thermal conductivity of pure metal is always greater than its alloy. Thermal conductivity of pure metal is greater than its alloy. For example, thermal conductivity of copper is higher than the thermal conductivity of brass. Brass कॉपर का ही alloy है. Now we will see one more thing, that conduction is there in the gases also. Yes, gases also do conduct heat. Therefore, the conduction in gases we'll see. Next topic is conduction in gases. Conduction in solids we have seen. Conduction in gases. Now we will study. We will understand. Try to understand. For example, let us consider there are two plates, two walls. One is at high temperature, One is at high temperature and one is at low temperature. Let's say this is the high temperature wall and this is low temperature wall. And between these two walls there is gas that has been filled. Now, from kinetic theories of gases, we know that the gas that is at higher temperature will be in high will possess the higher molecular momentum. The molecules of the gases will be having higher velocity at the higher temperature, while the gases those are kept at low temperature. The molecules of those gases that are kept at low temperature in will be having a lower momentum, lower velocity. Therefore, when the gases comes in contact with when the gases comes in contact with high temperature wall, their velocity, the molecules of that gas will possess higher momentum and their velocity increases. Because of higher momentum, these molecules collide with another molecules of the gases, and the molecular momentum transfer takes place in the gases from one plate to another plate, that is from high temperature side to the low temperature side. And this is how the conduction takes place. The heat conduction takes place from high temperature to low temperature. This is how conduction is taking place in gases. Therefore, conduction in gases takes place due to molecular momentum transfer. Molecular momentum transfer. Root mean square velocity of the gases, the molecules of gases is directly proportional with the under root of absolute temperature of the body of the gas. Therefore, when the gases are at higher temperature, their the average velocity, root mean square average velocity, is directly proportional to under root T. T is the temperature at which the gases are kept. Therefore, as the temperature increases, as the temperature increases, the velocity also increases. This is what we have seen here in conduction in gases. Let us now write about this conduction. Conduction also occurs in gases by molecular momentum transfer. When high velocity, high temperature molecules collide with the low velocity, low temperature molecules. Generally, gases are very poor conductor. Generally, gases are very poor conductor, heat conductor. Now, if we talk about the thermal conductivity of air, it is 0.026 watt per meter Kelvin, which is very low. Liquids are better heat conductor than gases. If we compare the liquids with the gases, liquids are better heat conductors. Liquids are better heat conductors as compared to gases. Example is water. The thermal conductivity of water is 0.61 watt per meter Kelvin, while thermal conductivity of air we have just seen it is 0.026 watt per meter Kelvin. Among liquids, best known thermal conductor is mercury. Mercury is best known liquid thermal conductor, and its thermal conductivity is so high that it is also called as liquid metal. Mercury is best known liquid thermal conductor. Thermal conductor. It is also called liquid metal. Thermal conductivity of mercury is 8.1 watt per meter Kelvin, which is highest among all liquids. Highest among all liquids. Now if we talk about the thermal conductivity of gases and its their variation with the temperature, the thermal conductivity of gases increases with the change in temperature. If we draw a curve, if we draw a relation between thermal conductivity and the temperature for gases, thermal conductivity increases. This is for H2, this is helium, and this curve is for air. The increase in thermal conductivity of gases with temperature is because with the increase in temperature, root mean square velocity of molecules increases, therefore molecular momentum transfer is very high. So this is that so this is the end of this lecture comprising of conduction. In the next lecture, we will read the we will understand the topic of convection. This will be we will be seeing in next chapter. Sorry, next lecture. Thank you.